What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for jumping into another video. My name is Josh, and I am just your average Joe day trader. Hey, if you are brand new to the channel, welcome, and thank you so much for checking us out. Hit the subscribe button if you don't mind. Hit the like button, and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified every time we upload a new video. Guys, today I want to do something a little bit different. I could not wait to get back to my office to actually sit in my studio and record this for you. I wanted to do a rolling video, and this is basically what I guess I'm going to call this episode Real Talks. Okay, so hear me out for a couple minutes, right? My goal for this channel, for anyone new that hasn't been with me for a while, if my goal for this channel is to talk about the best day trade stocks, in my opinion. I provide a list of those best day trade stocks, the one that give you the best opportunity for a get in and get out movement each day to make some profit. You have to do your homework though on charting, on support and resistance lines, on understanding candlestick patterns, and I provide in this channel many videos that can help you learn all about how to chart, how to have your support and resistance line set up, how to even set up your trades from the prior day's market results to see where potentially a stock that you're looking at, a company you're looking at, may trend through the pre-market, through the overnight, whatever it may be, into that next day. But here's the thing. I'm not telling anybody how to trade, where to buy, when to get out, when to exit, when to take profit, when not. I have very specific goals for myself, which I share in this channel. My goal as a retail day trader is to make at least $100 per trade per day. If I trade 5 stocks, my goal is to make at least $500. If I trade 1 stock, my goal is to make at least $100. Anything above and beyond the $100 mark for me is gravy, guys. You have to understand, I am a full-time corporate executive. I work primarily, Monday through Friday. The type of job I have does force me to work some nights, some weekends, some crazy odd hours. But for the most part, I am able to look and see what's happening in the market as I do my own trades throughout my own day. Okay. And that's not for everybody. Some of you work full-time jobs where you cannot touch your phone, you cannot touch a computer, you can't see what's going on. And it's super risky to get into a trade if you can't monitor and manage it, if your intention is to be a day trader. If your intention is to be a swing trader, hey, great. If you know the stock, you know the company, buy the stock, and then potentially by the next day or end of day when you get off work or on your break or whatever it is, you look and see, hey, wow, this stock's up 20 cents per share, 50 cents per share, $1 per share, whatever it's going to be. Take profit, get out. And I always say, see profit, take profit. Don't be greedy. Don't overstay your welcome. Now, if your goal is to make a full-time gig out of this, then yes, you should be sitting somewhere where you have computers set up, your phone with you set up, you're watching scanners, you're watching the market, you're looking at stocks that you have trended over 30-day minimum and looked at its trend, understand the pattern, okay? Understand what the MACD is doing compared to the signal. Are they crossing? When are they crossing? Because that potentially shows upswing when the MACD crosses a signal line and goes to green. Guys, there's so many factors to this. You cannot be someone who decides tomorrow that you're going to become a retail day trader or a stock investor and dump a bunch of money into stocks you know nothing about charting, and you're going to be successful. You're going to lose money that way if you're not doing your own homework. Now, here's why I am so passionate right now about making this specific video for you, because you guys are expecting me to go on and talk about amazing results for amazing stocks. And I will, at the end of this video, share a couple things that were incredible today. Okay. But what I want to get across to you, if you are a brand new investor, if this is your first time or your first week or your first month or your first 6 months as a retail day trader, okay, as a stock investor, I want you to listen to me for a minute. Everyone you watch and everyone you listen to on YouTube, including me, have their own strategy, have their own opinion, have their own style, have their own education level, experience level, understanding of market, understanding of the stocks we look at, okay? every single one of us have all of those own qualities, okay? But that doesn't make them your qualities. That doesn't make my strategy your strategy. Now, if you want to watch my very first video ever that I launched over 110 plus videos ago, go watch it. I talk all about my strategy and how I day trade. That may not work for you. That may not be the best way for you. You may have your own strategy. You may want to follow things differently. You may want to, be in the options game, do calls and puts, and follow the, just a totally different formula than what I do. This works for me. My journey is to share with you what works for me and where I am successful. But that doesn't mean it's going to be successful for you. It also doesn't mean to believe everything that I share with you will work for you, because that's not true. Okay. And I've heard countless times from YouTube comments, okay, from folks in the Discord that I belong to and the Discord that I started. Okay. Many people say, man, I've gotten burned too many times taking opinions or listening to the comments or taking advice. Okay. I say in most all my videos, this is not financial advice. I am not here as a stockbroker, as an investor for you to learn from in a way that I'm telling you what to do. Okay. When we started Discord, I can't tell you how many people got in the Discord and all they did was hit me with comments, all day long. Hey, can I shadow your trades? Can you get on and live trade with us so we can actually do the same trades you're doing because you're making money? Guys, that's not how you learn. You have to learn by trying the different strategies and finding your own strategy to see what works for you. And I'm not trying to be harsh in any way, because I love making these videos. I love this community. I love what we're building. I think we're over 1,200 subscribers strong. I hope I've kept several of them based on some of the past videos I've made in the last couple of weeks talking about some of the stocks. But guys, if you're going to get on the videos and you're going to make comments about, me creating bait and switch videos, or, me being a fool and not knowing what I'm talking about and all that, guys, then this is not the channel for you. Because all I'm doing is sharing with you guys my journey and how it works for me. And I'm not just sharing my wins, okay? Although I will tell you that the stocks that I know very well inside and out, like APLD, which was on fire today, and any of you guys that were in it with me yesterday or in it on a long term and sold out on it today, good for you. I did a SoFi video recently, okay? And I literally was watching the market, and my long term on my SoFi went, basically it hit the $25 mark. I was in at that point about an $800 profit, and I didn't sell at the $800 profit. And the reason why I didn't sell at the $800 profit is because my SoFi stocks are not for day trading. But I did think for a moment, let me sell it at the $25 so when it drops, I can buy back in and then continue to have it as my long-term hold, maybe even potentially was able to buy more shares, right? But what happened? It got to $25. I didn't sell it out, and it dropped. Why did it drop? It diluted, and they did an offering, and it went basically back down to $20 per share. Now, could I have saved that $800 in profit? Yes, I absolutely could have. Did I get negative comments about me talking about how I was excited that I potentially could have made an $800 profit? Do you remember my goal? My goal is to make at least $100 per day per trade. If I could have made $800 on that day, got out and bought back in at the drop, at the dip, what's wrong with that? Okay, what's wrong with that? So look at my strategy and what I'm doing. Okay, I'm not, I'm not a YouTuber like the ones I do like to watch. I like to watch Ross Cameron. I like to watch Chris Sane. I like to watch Richard Fain. Not so much anymore, Richard. I'm sorry. But I like to watch those guys because they've got these, hundreds of thousands of dollars accounts, and they're sharing real world experience they had. They're making recommendations based on what they're putting out there for their community. And those guys, okay, one specifically likes to do this bait and switch thing that people are talking about, where the title of their thing is, this one stock will make you a millionaire. Okay, I try not to do that because I don't know if it's going to make you a millionaire. It might make you a hundredaire. You might only make $100 based on the type of account you have. You may buy $100,000 in the stock and it could make you a millionaire. I don't know that. Or guess what? My opinion on the stock is that it could be great, but maybe it doesn't. Maybe the market turns it and it goes bad. Maybe it goes down. Maybe it's not good. Okay. You have to do your own homework and your own due diligence on every company, on every stock, on every trade, so you know what you're doing. Okay. And I'm on total soapbox right now, guys. I'm just telling you, because the one thing I want to relay to you is, while you are your own retail day trader or swing trader or options trader or leap call buyer or call, or covered call share, stockbroker, whatever it is that you do, know what you do the best. Become an expert in what you do and what you like to do and how you like to trade. You have got to become your own subject matter expert. Don't listen to everyone else's opinions, okay? Because I've been there where I've listened to comments and opinions and everyone says, this is it, let's go, get in this stock, guys. It's going to make you a great amount of money. And then I'm left bag holding and it dropped 30%, 50%. And I didn't set a stop loss on it because I thought it was a sure thing. And now I'm sitting bag holding something that I might have paid $5,000 to get into, and it's at $2,000 or $3,000, and I'm waiting. And guess what? Sometimes those stocks never come back. They never make it back because it's a group of people constantly looking for the next shiny thing, like a barracuda in the water. If you know anything about diving or snorkeling, when a barracuda sees a shiny thing, okay, that's why they say don't wear jewelry, don't wear watches, don't wear necklaces when you go diving or you go snorkeling, because a fish like a barracuda sees the next shiny thing and boom, it's on you, ready to attack the next shiny thing. But the next shiny thing doesn't always pay off, okay? Okay, that was 12 minutes of soapbox for you guys. And I'm passionate about it because my goal is to make money. The stock market was not created for people to lose money, but you cannot just become a trader and get in the stock market and expect to make a lot of money. My first several months, 6 months, maybe close to a year as a day trader, as an investor, I want to tell you, I started my account with about $10,000 maybe. And this was money my wife and I made the decision to move into the stock market for me to learn how to trade. My oldest son was already trading and making decent money with it, and I wanted to learn how to do that to secure additional retirement for ourselves. And I want to tell you, in the first 3-4 months, I lost more than half of that. Now, okay, now I'll say I didn't lose anything because you have to sell it to lose it. But I was down like close to $7,000. I can remember this. And going in my account every day and seeing this $3,000, $4,000 sitting there, okay, that I was trying to jump into little trades. I'd buy 20 shares of something and I'd make $5. And I'm like, this is never going to work. I'm never going to make retirement money if I'm constantly chasing these, these shiny things. All right. And then I finally really buckled down and did a lot of self-examination, looking in the mirror, watching everybody I could on YouTube and listening to them. I even paid for some programs. I paid for the 20-minute trader. I paid for all these different programs to try to find out what is my strategy, what can I learn from? And most of them didn't really work for me. And then it clicked for me, right? It clicked on how to actually do it. A lot of certain things came into play for me. Okay, letting the market bell ring and waiting for the stock market to open up and drop, meaning like give me 15 minutes, give me 30 minutes, give me 45 minutes so I can see the pattern of the stocks that I want to trade, and waiting to see. APLD historically every day. Market bell rings, it drops down. You can make some money in APLD in the pre-market, but you better be prepared when the bell rings to be out of it if you bought in and bought out in the pre-market and made some money. Because when that bell rings, it's going to drop 5, 10, 20, 50 cents, maybe $1, and you're going to be playing catch up all day long. But if you let it drop and wait till it hits the bottom and you know the candlestick patterns and you know what you're looking for, then you can get in to a stock, okay, at the bottom and let it ride up and take your profit before the end of the day or towards the end of the day and make some money that way. And wash, rinse, repeat, okay? I'm not trying to be like anybody else. I'm not trying to be like Chris Ain. He's awesome. I'm not trying to be like Ross Cameron. I think what he does is awesome. He loves to watch the scanners. He'll buy a stock for $20,000 and it'll go up, however much percent, and he'll make, $2,000 to $10,000, whatever he makes. Awesome. Those are their strategies. Awesome. That's not me. Okay. Don't try to be Josh. Don't try to be the average Joe retail day trader. Be you. using parts and components of what I trade and how I trade. Pick what works for you and use that, okay? Let's talk for a minute now, and I hope I haven't offended anybody. I'm not trying to upset anybody. I'm not trying to embarrass anybody. I just want you guys to know you can be totally awesome and you can make money once you learn how to be you. And once you learn and educate yourself, you can do it. So take this as a motivational talk, not a knockdown, not a tear down, not a that the average Joe day trader Josh doesn't want to help people. I do. I like to give recommendations, not advice, based on what I'm doing. I like to share what I'm doing in my videos so you know where did I win and where did I lose. Learn from my mistakes, okay? SoFi for me, I believe it was a mistake because I could have taken that profit and it dropped back down and put $800 in the bank and then gotten back in. And guess what? It's already up to over $23 per share. So it's already close. It's getting close to where the earnings call was at $25. Is it going to get there? Heck yeah, it's going to get there. SoFi is going to run to 30, 40, 50, $100. Not my advice to you, my opinion, but based on what I'm seeing, it's going to. SoFi is an incredible company. Learn about the company, okay? I have faith in that company and believe that it's going to run hard over time. Not tomorrow, not next week, but over months, potentially over years. And I'll go look at it one day in my retirement account and say, yeah, man, this is exactly why I made that video back in 2025 about SoFi being an incredible company, okay? But hey, listen, it is what it is. APLD, same thing, guys. I'm going to put the chart up here on the screen. APLD yesterday had earnings. It had an explosion earnings. It had an explosion result because it did great, okay? Maybe slightly down in their earnings per share, but it didn't affect anybody because everybody knows who is trading this knows it's the real deal. APLD is going to be a power AI company in the future, okay? What did APLD do? It was in the high $9 yesterday, okay? I got into it because based on everything I read, based on everything I saw, it was a perfect time to buy it right around that $10 range. I know APLD, and I took a chance in that its successful earnings would explode. It did explode, okay? Matter of fact, it exploded so much, it ran through the night on a continuous uptrend that when I went to bed, I want to say it was at $11.66. I think that's where I finally shut it all down last night. Guess what, guys? I woke up this morning and it was at $12.60 something. It was $1 above. And I sold out of it at about $12.48. I got out at $12.48 when it turned pre-market because I saw profit, took the profit, was very happy with that profit. And guess what it did when the market opened? It exploded again and it ran up even more. It went all the way to $14.05, I believe was the high today. And it was sitting last time I looked at it somewhere around $13.60 something cents. And it's holding there. And what's really interesting is that from my past charting, $13.67 was a resistance or support level, depending on how you look at it. Well, right now, it's a support level. Awesome. APLD is still a very strong company, and I will continue to trade APLD every single day, and I continue to hold my APLD in my long-term hold, 1,000 shares, for one day when I retire, and I can look back and say, oh, man, look at that Palantir. Oops, sorry, no, that's APLD. Oh, man, look at that BBAI. That's a Palantir. Nope, that's BBAI. So, guys, do what's right for you. Learn to trade based on your own styles. Become your own trader. I wanted to share all this with you. I know it was a little bit of a rant. And, guys, drop me some comments. Talk to me, all right? Talk to me. I hope this video gets out to as many people as it can. I hope this is one of those that goes viral. I don't know that it will, but I had a recommendation from one of our subscribers today to put hashtags in the title, and I will. I'll put hashtag APLD, hashtag BBAI, hashtag Palantir, hashtag SoFi, okay? Hopefully that gets it out to more people because I really, really believe that there's so many of us out there trying to make money to help our future, to secure a better future for ourselves, for our families, right? Maybe even trying to do it as a full-time job. So many people out there trying to do this that I think you need to just understand. You don't have to go at it alone, and you can learn from a lot of people, but don't try to be somebody else. Be you. Josh out. Peace.